one of the things that I like to do is keep those comments with the guys in the locker room. Reason being is not that I don't want to tell you, but in order to move forward, it's best to talk to the people that you're moving forward with. And so, I appreciate the question, and it was a long and much needed conversation.
Can you say why it was much needed at this particular moment?
Because we're better than that. And we're better than this.
How would you describe the energy, the defense in the first half?
There was none.
What are you most disappointed about with your team right now, especially the way the last 3 games have played out?
I don't lump like all 3 games. And so I'm just specifically, directly talking in regards to this game. And the only thing that I've ever wanted as a coach is I just want a team with my personality. And we just didn't play that way in the first half.
Are you saying that in the first half they didn't have your personality?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we played nothing like we practiced the last couple of days, and we played nothing like I thought we were going to play and respond today in the first half. And we just didn't play the way that I wanted to in the first half.
Armando
Hubert,
mentioned that disconnect. Why do you think there's a disconnect from practice, and how do you think they're going to play to what's happening on the court?
It's a great question. I don't know. You know, one of the things that I did say, and I'll give you the one thing that I did say is I understand that when speaking to the team, whether in the locker room or wherever, I'm not just speaking to them. In the locker room, there's more voices in the locker room. And I think I've said that before, that every time that I speak to the team, I'm speaking to 30 to 40 voices. They're not just 18. The voices of families, the voices of friends, the voices of phones, the voices of agents, the voices of workout guys. And that's why that I tell them to turn down the noise from the phone, the family, and the friends, and that's why I give them Bible verses like Proverbs 4:25, and tell them to ignore all sideshow distractions and keep your eyes straight ahead, because the people and the teams that are able to do that best are the ones that have a better chance of being successful.
So are you saying there are some distractions with the team?
I'm not saying that, I just told you what I was talking to the team about.
Hubert, if I'm hearing you right, are you, I'm not blaming it on this, but are you asking for more leadership from your players, maybe your veteran guys, your older guys? Is that in effect what you're trying to maybe pull out of them?
No, I mean, in terms of what I pull out of them, and again, this goes filtered through my personality. I just, at the end of the day, another thing that I told them is like I never looked at stats. You know, everything at the end of the day was just to be the best that you can be, and at the end of the day, be happy with the results. And so, what I want is for every kid on this team and for this team to reach its full potential. That's what I want. And That's the only thing that I want. And at the end of the day, wherever that lies, but we can check the box of us reaching our full potential.
Do you feel like you need to find a way to make basketball fun for these guys again? To me, it looks a little bit like a chore or a job for them, and I don't see a lot of joy out there.
A number of people have asked me that. It's interesting, today in shoot around, and it's something that we do at shoot around, every game is we shoot a half court shot. And today, 7 of the guys made the half court shot, but it's not dependent on if anyone hits a half court shot or not. It's just a fun way to end shoot around, to understand there's obviously a level of seriousness to this, but it's just basketball. It's just to have fun and enjoy. And I always talk to them about there's a difference between happiness and joyfulness, and that you should play with joyfulness. I tell them that happiness is something that personally happens to you, but joyfulness is an act of thankfulness and appreciation for doing something that you love, doing something that you love with people that you love, and doing something that you love with people that you love at a place that you love. That's what drives you to be the best that you can be. And so today they were jumping around all over the place. And I told them, I said, if somebody asked me, when's the happiest time most joyful time that I feel like you guys have, I would say when we shoot the half court shot at shoot around. And I told them, and I said, with this half court shot, there's no noise. You get to shoot the half court shot anytime, any way that you want to, when you want to. Nobody is chiming in on how to shoot that half court shot, when to shoot that half court shot, if you make or miss it. It's just, you're free. And I actually talked to them before the game and told them that's the way that I want them to play. I want them to play with that joy and that happiness and that thankfulness for being in this position. And so that's the way I enjoyed playing basketball. I just loved it and loved the people that I was doing it with.
Guys, hang on. RJ's ready, so I'm holding him right now, so I don't want to hold him too long. And Caleb and Puff and those guys will be ready too, so finish up with Coach Davis. But I don't want to make RJ wait too long.
Avoided a performance like this all season. Is this something that you kind of would, in the back of your mind, was maybe
Not at all.
festering? Or?
I don't look at that. I don't look at we lost by 1 or we lost by 20 or we fought in the second half and cut it to 8. I don't look at that. A loss is a loss, and we have to find a way to fix, to get better, to regroup, to get stronger, to continue for the rest of the season. But I don't look at it in terms of the deficit, and I don't look at it as encouragement that you lost a 1-possession game, and I don't look at it as discouraged if you lose it by double figures.
Take one more.
Hubert, how would you describe the chemistry on the team right now? Armando seemed to think that was another area that could potentially be improved as the rest of the season goes.
I do. I agree with Armando on that.
Has it been that way over the course of the season, or is that something that's changed of late?
I don't know.
All right, thanks everybody. We'll get the